Gamers, welcome to Nexus Gaming Series. This is the playoffs, Division B East quarterfinals. I am your host, your caster, your best friend, theStroke, and I've been away for a little while, and I'm happy to be back. I moved, and I haven't been able to cast for a while, but I'm excited to get right into it. This quarterfinals match between TRSG Undead versus Buy for Catbois. And pretty excited. The map is getting set up currently. We're trying to figure out where we're going. But welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. And I've got a whole brand new setup in my new home. So let me know if anything sounds weird, looks weird, feels weird to you, so to speak. And I'll get it fixed. There's bound to be something weird over this cast. So just let me know. All right. Let's take a look at the history between these two teams. TRSG Undead, which I will refer to as Undead from now on, and Buy for Catbois. They played each other back in round number 5. Catbois did walk away with the victory. And after losing the first game, they went on to win the last two. And so we're going to see if the Undead can figure out what went wrong in that game and how to fix that. Well, it looks like we're going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity. And that's selected by the Undead. Let's go ahead and take a look at this map draft before we hop right into this game. We did have TRSG Undead as the higher seed in the division, so they elected to go with a map pick. They did go with Battlefield of Eternity after banning, let's see, Dragonshire and Tomb of the Spider Queen, and our Buy for Catbois banning out Braxis Holdout as well as Garden of Terror. Let's go ahead and take a look at this tournament standing. What's happened so far? Both of these teams picking up victories in their first matchup. TRSG Undead played Citrus Colored Squash in the first round. They did lose the first game and then ended up winning the second two. So, well, just by the hair on their chins did they make it into this round. But excited. I've casted this team before. They've got some awesome, exciting players, some dynamic damage dealers. We're looking forward to checking that out. I have not had the opportunity to cast for Buy for Catbois unless they were another team at some point and changed their names, which is always possible. But they also picked up the 2-1 victory over Regen Ghost in round number 1. Pretty exciting stuff as we get here. Looks like the lobby is created. Speaking of some of those dynamic players for TRSG Undead, Nor, let's take a look at that player highlight, the assassin role. He's got a 65% win rate this season in Division B East with a 7 KDA. 86% kill participation, which is pretty crazy, and he pumps out the damage numbers, 56,000 average. And I've got some pretty cool highlight reel clips on my Twitch of some of the bad boy stuff that he or she can do. He's got an 18 highest kill streak going on. So this is the player to watch, and the player that Buy for Catbois is going to have to watch out for. He's got some pretty nasty Leeming plays, Sylvanas play, and this is the danger that they're going to have to watch out for. So we'll see how they're able to handle that. All right, looks like we're getting ready. Both teams are in the lobby. I'm in the lobby. And I'm happy to be back, getting my feet back under me for casting these NGS games with my new setup. And thanks, Blonde Band, in the chat. She says, it looks good, sounds good, while I look good and feel good. So thanks for that. Player Inside, Poggies, what is that? I just showed you Nor. He's rocking it. So chat, let me know who's going to pick up this victory. It is the best of 3 here in the quarterfinals. As we get into the finals of these tournament playoffs, they will be going to the best of 5, but best of 3 for now. And I am ready. And these other teams are as well. And we're going to get right into it on Battlefield of Eternity as soon as we get some countdowns going on. And it looks like some people are talking about rolling for initiative. I'm pretty sure that's a Dungeons & Dragons joke. which I recently started or tried. And I swindled. My first action in Dungeons and Dragons was swindling the innkeeper out of a full set of plate armor for 40 gold. And we looked it up later, and it normally is like 1,500 gold. So I'm the best. All right, we are ready. Players are pressing buttons to start the game, and we should be hopping into the draft for map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we're going to get banned out to start this thing out. Vala banned out by for Catbois. And let me get these players set up here, because that's always something that catches you off guard as the old single-man caster. Ban coming over to the side of TRSG Undead. See what they decide to go with here. And it is going to be the dog. Let's go by for Catbois, says the sound in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Li Ming banned out. Nor, I'm sorry, you're going to have to find something else to dominate with. And final ban of the first round of bans going over to the side of the Undead. All right, and that is going to be the Blaze ban. First pick, Sir Noble goes with the Johanna. All right, next 2 picks over to the side of the Undead. Who's it going to be? We're going to get Sylvanas and Brightwing picked up by Nami Noms and Nor. So there you have it. Nor picking up the Sylvanas. Always a dangerous hero and dangerous in the hands of that man. And we're going to get a Diablo Anduin on the side of by for Catbois. The double tank meta is alive and well, apparently, for these guys. All right, final round of bans over on to the side of TRSG Undead. Battlefield of Eternity, map number 1. This is Division B East quarterfinals. Genji banned out. Nobody wants to deal with that Overwatch player. Zagara banned out by for Catbois. Gimme More Cosplay says, let's go, Undead. And we get 2 more picks over to the side of Undead. Usually I like to get some stats going for you guys, but I am just a little bit out of sorts. All right, the Cassia Leo picks coming out for the Undead. Pink on Cassia, and Chair Glue picking up the Leo. All right, final 2 picks over to buy for Catbois. Let's see like they round out this heavy hitter squad with. All right, Lunara for Sailors, Twift, and the Sergeant Hammer in map number 1. Interesting. This is going to be an interesting comp on this map. Well, the win condition is made. If you're able to neutralize Sergeant Hammer for the Undead, then they shouldn't have any issues. But if they can't, there's going to be some major problems. And the Muradin for Charlemagne to round it out. And as the swap round goes out, this one's always a little tricky for old casters. And he switches. Switch. Yes, looks like Pink did pick up the Sylvanas and Cassia over to Charlemagne. And we are going into map number 1. 1. Nominums on Brightwing, Chair Glue on Leo. Nor is actually on Muradin. All right. Let me see if I can get these things going. If I remember, Pink Blackout is on Sylvanas. Nor playing Muradin. Nominums on Brightwing. Charlemagne on the Cassia. And Chair Glue on Leoric. Sir Noble's playing Diablo. Sailor Twift onto the Lunara. Tildran on Anduin. Krenovast on the Johanna. And Sergeant Hammer played by Michaelan. Let's get right into this juicy game number 1. Quarterfinals, Division B East. TRSG Undead. All right, looks like I also have some swap. All right, Pink Blackout immediately using that Sylvanas trace down here in the bottom, and they do need to watch out as Diablo rotates in. They are able to get a little bit of value on the towers, but nothing crazy. Jay Breezy in the chat says, let's go Undead. A lot of Undead fans out there. It must be Hollywood, you know what I mean? Nor taking a lot of damage from Michaelan. Sir Noble's getting very low. Diablo is very weak in the early part of the match. This is going to be a very boring matchup up here in the top lane, so we'll just go ahead and ignore that. Nor does jump in onto the Hammer, followed up by a Cassia. Gets a little bit of damage on there, but Charlemagne also getting very low, and they're going to have to just kind of be a little bit safe here. Diablo does take a little bit of time to come online, so if he's going to be that main tank, we are going to need to see a little bit of care there. Playoffs are very hype. Only the hypest of gameplay over here on this stream. All right, looks like camp being invaded down here on the bottom for TRSG, and then Sir Noble's getting very, very low. He does get blinked on by Sylvanas, but he's able to escape with about 2% health. He's going to have to back there, and they are able to steal the bottom camp. Meanwhile, in the world's most boring matchup, Leoric is able to get some damage here into the bottom tower of the top lane. Camp pushing here for TRSG Undead. And here comes that Sylvanas trait. Diablo does get stunned by the Muradin from Nor. It is interesting to see Nor playing a tank role. Must like something they saw with the Muradin matchup here. Very skilled player overall, and now it looks like Undead is going to start rotating towards the Bruiser camp at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll get a follow-up over here by for Catbois. Meanwhile, this bottom tower for Krenovast on the Johanna, not a lot he can do laning against this Leoric. Camp is picked up by the Undead. We're going to get some backs for Sylvanas. Noble's got to be careful here. He is caught out, but Sylvanas not here. Should be able to escape with not too much damage. So overall, a lot of structure damage going out onto the side of for Catbois. Yeah, I have also seen Hollywood Undead in person, and I think I got in a fight. That was in London back in 2008. Whew, long time ago. All right, both towers are gone in the bottom lane with the objective up. Bottom tower in the top lane gone as well, so the Undead doing a decent job putting out some map pressure, but here goes the objective push by Sergeant Hammer. Diablo getting very, very low. Jumped on by Sylvanas, followed up by Nor. He's able to escape out of there, as well as Sailor Twift from an excellent pull from Anduin, but they are all going to have to back out. Meanwhile, Krenovast is in a bad spot. Nor, Sylvanas jumps on him as well. Sir Noble is able to peel and save them, so it looks like the name of the game for Catbois is escape with a sliver of health. All right. Most objective damage over to the side of for Catbois, but not for long, as Pink is parking her Sylvanas self on to the Immortal. Michaelan sets up shop and starts going to town on this Immortal. We are going to see a Muradin stun come out, but no jump in yet. And he's just going to slowly hack away at that health of the Immortal. We'll see if Nor gets aggressive here and jumps in. Looks like they're going to just kind of play it safe until we get the swap over. Nor does jump in onto Mikalon, who's able to escape out of there. Nothing doing for that, but Cernoble's got to be careful as he is caught out. Overall, we are neck and neck on the objectives here. Looking for that level 7 talent. All right, Mikalon is able to start burning this Immortal here on the right side of the map. Lunara pulled out safely. Oh, so close. Escapes with 29 health, and there we have it once again. Meanwhile, Pink is parked on her Immortal. No mana to be had, but may be able to catch up. Look at that range for Mikalon, just able to finish off as Cernoble gets extremely, extremely low. Once again, a member of Bifur Catbois escaping with just a sliver of health. Nor does jump onto the Sergeant Hammer. Sailor Swift puts a poison onto the Immortal, and it's going to be about as close as you can get when it comes to this race. And there you have it. Bifur Catbois picking up the first objective with just a little bit of shield. Is going to be pushing in the top lane, as that's we're able to get a bunch of structural damage here down in the bottom. We'll see if we get a split push going on. So far, no kills for either side. Should have been 4, 5, or 6 on the side of TRSG Undead, but Bifur Catbois is just being elusive. Look at everyone just going ham in the chat, supporting these teams. Nexus Gaming Series. That Immortal is down to half health. Both towers are gone in the top lane. Half health onto this top tower. Leoric is able to push into the bottom lane, but there goes the Immortal, and we'll see if we get an aggressive jump in by Nor. Hammer is able to get him out of there. Cernoble's got to be very careful. I do believe Anduin has his pull if he needs to use it. He is setting up into the back line to save Noble if he needs to. All right, so excellent push by Bifur Catbois. They are able to defend. Undead is able to defend their fort there. And still no kills to be had. Porque no los dos. I don't know what that means, but it sounds sexy. Why not 2? All right. Looking at our talent builds here. Nothing crazy going on either side. This isn't a taco commercial. No, it is not. Unless I'm sponsored by Taco Bell. If I am, let me know. If this is your first time in the chat, thanks for joining. 9 lives for Catbois. Very nice first chat line for this match with the sneaky and elusive Catbois. They are taking a ton of damage, but Nor's also taking a ton of damage. There goes the ultimates with Diablo going with a lightning breath, followed up by an Anduin. Excellent, excellent ult for him there. Nami Nam's super low. He may not be able to save himself from this poison. One more tick from the heal, and he's going to be okay. Still no kills. Taking a look at the damage here. We do have Cassie at 31,000, and now second round of objectives. And Bifur Catbois, they know what they want to do here. They just want to set up shop. Uh-oh, Cernoble's got to be very careful here. There goes the Blessed Shield out onto 2 members, and both tanks getting super low. There's our first kill onto the Diablo. Nor escapes with a little bit of health, gets healed back to a quarter health by Brightwing, and now Bifur Catbois is going to have to retreat out of there. Diablo is back with his souls. And Nor's got to be careful. A little bit overextended. There goes Charlemagne. Big damage out onto the members of Bifur Catbois. Entombed in there. Everyone's getting super low. Sergeant Hammer has 5% health. Nor escapes out of there with 2% health. Woo-wee. And Leoric's going to have to back out as Diablo is on his way back in. Looks like Undead is going to have to back off slightly. We do lose the top fort here for the Undead. And now we're going to see the Bruiser camp being picked up by for Catbois. Bye-bye for Catbois. All right, Michaelon posts up. And we're going to see what the answer here is. It looks like most ults are up and ready to be used. Blessed Shield does whip, but there goes the Entomb out onto Diablo, who uses Lightning Breath to start doing massive damage, followed by an excellent ult from Anduin. And Nor gets out of there literally with 5 health, but does go down eventually by the poison from Lunara. And there we have it, 2 kills over to the side of Bye for Catbois, and now they're going to be able to pick up most likely this remaining objective. Yep, Hammer's only going to get stronger, and they're picking up these objectives. Cheriglu is going to have to be careful as he is in a bad spot. But Bye for Catbois is not going to lose their cool. They're just going to focus on the objective and pick up a half shield immortal. Objective number 2, heading into the bottom lane. All right, here we go. Michaelon posted up before the immortal even shows up. Bunch of damage going out onto Sir Noble. Nor does blast him out of there with his haymaker. And now this is going to be a dangerous position for TRSG Undead, as this push is going to be hard to stop with Immortal, Sergeant Hammer, a healthy Diablo, Nor getting low, and so is this fort. This is going to be going down, and so far, this double tank Sergeant Hammer, shall I say triple tank, comp is paying off nicely on Battlefield of Eternity for Catbois. All right, Immortal is down, and we're going to see Catbois running away with their tails between their legs, because that's where tails are, between your legs. Bottom siege camp being engaged by Michaelan, or however you want to pronounce it, because it is your prerogative. Sir Noble gets blasted out of there, but he's able to dive back in. Bunch of damage going out onto many players in this fight. Nor also low. Diablo goes down. Cassia goes down. Diablo is back with not so much souls. And we're also going to get a kill out on the Lunara, followed by Sylvanas, then Sergeant Hammer. Anyone else want to die? Look at these guys. They don't even know. All right, all that, much ado about a tiny little bruiser camp, siege camp, correction. All right, level 15 to 14, 5 kills to 4 in favor of Bye for Catbois. The big story of this match is the structural advantage that Catbois has. If you're Undead, you're gonna have to find an answer for this this Sergeant Hammer damage. They need a coordinated dive attack, but they also need to draw out that Anduin ult or focus the Anduin. There's your answer. One of those things. Just do that and you'll win. Trust me, I'm in Division E. I know all these things. All right, looks like Undead is going to focus on this top structure, try to even things up structurally as the camp pushes in the bottom lane. Our next objective is up, but looks like we're going to get an engagement here in top lane. The fort does go down. Let's see if we can entomb out on Michaelon. There it is. Not a whole lot of follow-up from the members' damage side of it. Krinovas also getting very low. Nor's got to get out of there. He's getting blown up by Sergeant Hammer. That range is just doing work. Charlemagne gets lightning breath while Lunara poisoned, and it's just a bad day. Pink is going to have to just turn around and face her fate as she goes down as well. And there you have it. 2 down for the side of Undead, and no members missing for Bye for Catbois. Leo's getting extremely low, as well as Nami Noms, and there's that Lunara poison just doing a lot, causing a lot of issues for the Undead here. All right, halftime for the Immortals. It is 50% to 100 in favor of Catbois, and now they're going to look to pick up this Bruiser camp here, provide additional push during what they can perceive as the objective push. All members back up on side of TRSG Undead. They are looking to try to get level 16 talent caught up, but no one's soaking currently, and they're just looking to get that Immortal pushed down a little bit. There you have it. Ruglord says, spam that nugget emoji to support your Undead, your local Undead. And there you have it. The Immortal just sitting at about 10% health, not even, call it 2% health, as this Bruiser camp is pushing in the top lane for those Catbois, and there's no way they're going to be able to stop this. So they might as well just back off, get level 16, and then they're most likely going to have to fight for the match here, as this Immortal is going to be pushing top lane before they get down another talent tier. If this is your first time in the stream and you like what you see here, not necessarily from the players, but from me, you know, hit that little follow button. Just do it. Just kidding. All right, Haymaker out on to Diablo. He is saved by the Anduin pull. This Immortal has a lot of health, and Mikhailin has a lot of range. Sir Noble's getting very, very low. There goes the Lightning Breath. We'll see if we get an Anduin ult coming up here, and not so much. He doesn't really have to use it yet. And the range of Sergeant Hammer is just a major, major issue right now for our Undead. Meanwhile, Sailor Twift just poking, poisoning, prodding. There is the Entomb out onto Sailor Twift, but she does get pulled out by the excellent Anduin Leap of Faith as he picked up the second charge. And now this core is down to half health. Immortal's still alive. Krinavas trying to put a little bit extra damage on. We'll see if they're able to finish this off here. Down to 10% core health. All members of Catbois dying, and Johanna is able to finish off the match. Oh, there you have it. That double tank meta. Triple tank meta. Let's get into the stats for that match. Overall, the kills did end up favoring TRSG Undead, but at the end of the day, they weren't able to stop that siege damage from Sergeant Hammer as well as Johanna. It was just hard to do with that range. Nothing, no full answers. Follow the stroke if you support Buy for Catbois. I just did. Ektar, you rock. There you have it, folks. Our damage leader, Cassia, Charlemagne on Cassia, and Lunara over on the side of Buy for Catbois. All right. Excellent first match action with the win on the side of Buy for Catbois. We'll see where we're going to be headed next. Let me know in the chat. What map do you want to see? And let me know. Is the Undead going to come back? We don't want 2 games tonight. We want 3, right? We definitely want to get 3. Nobody likes 2 games of HOTS. Tell me the last time you just played 2 games of HOTS. Not now, not never. No way. Yeah, it looks like for some reason the team logo is not updating for any of these teams, but that's okay. All right, map number 1, won by Buy for Catbois. Last time these 2 teams faced off, Undead won the first one, and Buy for Catbois won the second 2. Let's see if the Undead can switch that around. Excellent core push at the end of that game. I totally agree. It was really cool to watch as they finished that off with 1 remaining player with the Johanna trait. Nexus Gaming Series Season 14. Chat, let me know in the chat how you've enjoyed this 14th season of Nexus Gaming Series. I love this community, as do you guys, and it continues to grow. It's just cool to see. Very cool to see. Let's take a look at how these teams fared during the actual season. TRSG Undead in second place in the division with 27 points. Almost every buy for Catbois series has gone to game 3 this season. That's kind of nuts. Cool, but nuts. Also, I think there's some influence by some people betting. But and then buy for Catbois in 6th place. Control XS9. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for joining in this excellent night for Nexus Gaming Series streaming. My wife in the chat, Blonde Bandit, says it's not possible to only play 2. I know. Oh, she does know, because those lonely nights in bed without her husband because of this damn game. All right, let's see where we are going to. Infernal Shrines. Infernal Shrine. Oh, the Diablo heavy night. All right, this map was picked for Catbois. So we are headed over to the other Diablo-inspired Heroes of the Storm map. And we will see if we're going to Game 3 tonight. Let's see if I can fix these team icons. It's really bothering me. You know, you guys know how it is. Team logos, Division B East. Boom. Update. Haha. And I do believe that TRSG Undead, actually, that is their only icon that they have. So, cool. The sound says, second season, I've been a part of it and love every second of it. First draft team, by the way. Yeah. First draft team. Oh, we're getting the map set up here, guys. We are headed to game number 2 here shortly on Infernal Shrines. I'd love to see TRSG Undead pick this up, but I'm kind of biased. They've kind of been my favorite team that I've casted so far. They've been pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're also hat on. Yep. Go get him, TRSG. Says follow Robert. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a good night tonight. I hope you had a good Halloween. We had a great Halloween night. It rained a little bit, but the kids, you know, they're troopers when it comes to getting free candy. So our 5-year-old and 3-year-old, they pressed through it, and they got a lot of candy that Dad gets to eat now. All right. Looks like the lobby is pretty much ready. And I'm ready. Moonster9 says, go Nor. TRSG forever, for life. That's what he said in the chat. All right. I want to see a weird pick. Sergeant Hammer was, okay, kind of weird, but that map, sometimes, you'll see that. I want to see something weird. Something you'll never expect. Like Johanna. That'd be crazy. Caster bias confirmed. No. Krizzo with the sub. Krizzo, I want to mention to the chat that Krizzo is the proud owner of a 3D printed gamer tag made by JBZ. Thanks for the follow. Made by my fellow podcaster, I'm Pickle Matt, as being one of the first 10 subscribers to our podcast, One More Game podcast. We sent him a custom 3D printed gamer tag, as I am showing here, like my own, that I keep on my desk. And he's supporting me again. What a guy. What a guy. If you want to be like anyone, be yourself. But if you can't be yourself, be like Krizzo. All right, I think we're going to start video games soon, so I don't have to keep trying to say things that are not entertaining. But we'll see. But if you'd like a 3D printed gamer tag, you can also watch One More Game podcast cast every Wednesday night now, 9 p.m. Central Time. Every Wednesday, we talk video games. We just podcast video games at twitch.tv/OMG podcast. You can also find that on Spotify, One More Game podcast. And Krizzo says the best thing ever, There it is. We are moving into the draft for game number 2. Nexus Gaming Series Season 14 playoffs. This is Division B East. TRSG Undead versus Buy for Catbois. I'm excited, so let's get into it. All right, first ban onto the side of the Undead. There is the Junkrat. Let's take a look at the Sergeant Hammer this season in Division B East. She has a 4% pick rate. With a 40% win rate and a 5% ban rate. Falstad being banned out by Buy for Catbois. And there's the Dahaka ban for TRSG Undead. Johanna banned out by Buy for Catbois with first pick going over to the Undead. Let's see who they elect to go with. I would like to see Nor get back into that. Oh, a Hogger pick. I'm excited for that. I don't know a whole lot about Hogger. I'll be quite honest. So I probably will say some stuff, but all right. 2 picks over to the side of Buy for Catbois. There's a Blaze for Krinavast and Diablo for Sinoble. All right, a Zagara picked up by Pink. And there we have another double tank meta for those silly, silly cats. All right, Anduin over to the side of Nami Noms for the Undead. Always a solid healer in this current meta. Can save a lot of mistakes. Final round of bans, map number 2, Infernal Shrines. Over to the Catbois. The sound thinks we're going to see a Sylvanas. There's a Vala ban. And no Sergeant Hammer this time. It's just, it's salty when you lose to something like that. You're like, all right, just ban it. Hate everything. All right, 2 picks over to the side of buy for Catbois. They've got 2 tanks. What will they round out this draft with? It is going to be the Mephisto for Sailor Twift and Rhaegar. I do like me some Mephisto. There is the Murden for Charlemagne. Man, these people just pick way too fast for me. And the Sylvanas for Nor. See if we get any swaps again. Just to make my life harder. Let's see, what did... yeah, there we go. All right. Michaelon Jalo. With the Tychus pick. There we have it. We're going to get any swappy swaps. Overall, based on the comps alone, I'm kind of favoring... And they did do some swapping again. Murden for Chair Glue. Charlemagne's on Hogger. Nor Nominums. All right. I think I got it. All right, we're off to Infernal Shrines map number 2. Nexus Gaming Series Season 14 Playoffs. Sorry, Cosplay. No Chromie. Oh, you said just kidding. You're good. All right. On the blue team, Chairglue on Muradin, Naminoms on Anduin, Nor playing Sylvanas, Charlemagne on Hogger, and Pink Blackout on Zagara. For our orange team, Krinovast on Blaze, Cernoble on Diablo, Michaelon on Tychus, Tiledron on Rhaegar, and Sailor Twift on Mephisto. Here we go. Good luck. Have funs all around for all the friends. The Sound 51 says he's never seen a NGS game that doesn't include Sylvanas. That's a good point. She gets played a lot, but not banned. I could hit you with some truth data on that, but you know, I'd rather just have hyperboles. And this is what always happens when the game starts. So Sylvanas straight out onto the top lane, top tower, as they are able to immediately start this match off with some structural advantage. Chairglue gets a stun out onto the Diablo, who's pursuing. And now we're going to see Tychus returning the favor in the bottom lane. Michaelon going unchecked, unchallenged throughout the lands. Sailor's got the Mephisto, Ektar says. This could be the game that you've been waiting for. This is a late game comp versus an early game comp. Yeah, we'll see if the Undead can make it to that late game, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with with that Zagara and Sylvanas. We are getting a siege camp started here by Buy for Catbois. Nothing doing on the invade side. Charlemagne also going to be very dangerous by the end of the game. So we'll see what kind of match we're going to get. Remember, we didn't get a kill in the first game until about 5 or 6 minutes in, I want to say. And then it just kind of started flowing from there. Chairglue definitely got to be careful in this match with the Tychus, as I'm sure he knows. Chat is just hyped for this playoff match. Wondering if we're going to get a gank here onto Michaelon. He does get out of there with no stuns to be had, as Muradin wasn't quite ready to engage after taking a chunk of his health, but we are going to see a camp picked up in the bottom lane which could cause some issues for Catbois if not responded to. Sailor's Twift does port in. Chair Glue onto the back line. There goes Sir Noble diving in. He does have to watch out as Sylvanas is able to start chunking his damage away, but Nami Noms gets flipped by Sir Noble. Meanwhile, Muradin just gets nuked by Tychus. And there you have it, the first kill over 2 kills over to the side of Biford Catbois, picking up where they left off. The shrine is active and started by those Catbois. Like we pointed out, it is going to be early game advantage over to the side of Catbois. Although Tychus is going to become very dangerous toward the end of the game. Hmm, 28. What are we calling these guys these days? Skeletal Warriors. We are getting a Sylvanas push in the bottom lane with the trait. 1 tower gone. Nor getting very low. Healed up nicely by Anduin, but the Punisher is picked up. Bye-bye for Catbois. The jump goes out onto Nora, gets caught slightly out of position, is able to teleport out of there. Cherigu's got to be careful as he gets stunned by that old Punisher, followed up by a Diablo chain. Cheriglu pulled out of there by Nami Noms. This Immortal does jump in and almost out of health. We still have 2 towers up. But we are getting some split push pressure into the bottom lane by Michaelon and some kind of soak up here in the top lane. Charlemagne is able to clear out those structures in the top lane, and now we have kind of a equal opportunity lender business going on here for structures. Mid lane advantage for Catbois, top lane advantage for Undead, and kind of a wash in the bottom. All right, level 10s is our next goal for both teams. We do have a pretty much level advantage for Catbois. That siege camp pushing in the middle, and now we're going to get an answer from TRSG Undead. All right, Krinovesh checking out this Bruiser camp in the top lane as Catbois is able to pick that up. We still don't have a shrine ready. The ult from Sailor Twift does go out, but completely misses, and now Cheriglu's got to be careful as they do not have level 10s yet. As Hogger is up in the top lane trying to make that happen. We're getting, again, Lightning Breath from Diablo, Endurance of Hate from Mephisto, Odin for Tychus, Bunker, and Ancestral for the Rhaegar. Avatar for Muradin, Light Bomb, and for Anduin, Hogger is holding on, Shockwave coming out for him, and Bruiser Camp being picked up by the Undead. They do have to be careful here in the bottom lane as this fort is probably not long for this world as Odin comes out. We do have the Devouring Maw and Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, so we'll see if we get a little wombo combo going on that side. Stun goes out onto Sir Noble, who does get Mod. Endurance of Hate out onto Cheriglu, but nothing doing there. There goes the Light Bomb, followed by Wailing Arrow. There's Ancestral to heal him up, so he's going to be fine. Cheriglu's got to be careful as he's jumped in and now pops Avatar. Nor jumps onto the backline, destroys Tychus, and now if they are smart, they will... Oh, they're going to continue to press here as Cheriglu might have to be careful to get out of there. Anduin pulls him out of there just in the nick of time, and we do have a pause coming out as Rhaegar has left the game. DC'd. Wah, wah. Tactical pause? Yep, totally. All right, we'll switch back over to my beautiful face. My aging face. You're looking at one of the newest retired Air Force members. As I spent my last couple weeks in the Air Force, active duty, and now I'm just living that retired casting streamer life. So, any support you can give me truly helps. Truly. But you owe me nothing. Don't you forget that. Unrelated, but if you guys did not see Heidi Klum's Halloween costume this year, do it. It is great. Says, give me more cosplay in the chat. I have not checked that out. We'll go ahead and see if that's safe for work. And yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. Looks like some kind of tapeworm? Giant worm? Oh, it's disturbing. I don't even know where her face is. Here, let's get this thing up there. Thank you, the sound. He is restarting. All right, we will have Rhaegar back in the game here in a second. Let me see if I can do some quick magic to show you all Heidi Klum's newest costume. She always does great work. She's getting weirder and weirder with these things, though. Oh, it's so weird. There you have it. A Heidi Klum earthworm. Ugh, it's hard to look at. God, I wonder how long that took, because it is weird. And like, how do you go to a party like that? What do you do? All right, that's about as long as I can stand to look at that thing. But yeah, pretty crazy. Crazy Halloween costumes from that girl. I would show you guys my little plant, but he's a magical plant. It's not easy being green. All right, we also have another AFK player. Let's take a look at some current stats going on in this game. It's a little bit weird, but we can figure it out. Looks like Sylvanas Nor leading the way with 15K for the Undead and 18,000 for Mephisto. Only 1 kill for the Undead and 2 for Catbois. She did an interview laying down. Yeah, I don't know how else you could do anything. Such a weird. Maybe she just had a built-in little situation going on for her to go to the bathroom. Oh, I see. She had a dress underneath. So she probably wore it for some pictures and then bounced out of there. All right. Looks like the Undead are ready. I am ready. And we're starting back up. All right, where were we? The objective was just starting. We did have a Tychus kill. And we're back at it again. Alrighty then. Hogger is going to start doing Hogger things and bouncing around like a crazy person for the rest of this objective. Durance of Hate goes out. It does hit Nor in the back line as Chernobyl is able to follow up with a chain CC, but that... Wave is able to save it. Bunker does get popped out, and Undead is going to have to back off a little bit here as they're going to have to heal up for time being. 27 Skeletal Warriors over to the side of Catbois, and Cherry Glue jumps in, and they were just waiting for that. However, Tylodron also getting very low, as is Sir Noble. Charlemagne's going to have to back off slightly, and there we have 40 skeletal minions. There is the Wailing Arrow, but not a whole lot of value. And Charlemagne gets out of there just in the nick of time. We'll see if Michaelon gets a follow-up here on the Punisher stun, as Nor's getting very, very low. This fort not going to stand for very long. It is level 12, level 13 in favor of Catbois. Zero Extreme says, can we get some more Nor insight? More Nor insight. What is his spirit animal? The word on the street, it is a duckbill platypus. Which I've heard is the only land mammal to shed its skin like a reptile. That's accurate science. All right, so second Punisher is down. They did lose one tower in the bot lane. And now we're seeing a siege camp being picked up by for Catbois. If you're the Undead here, you just gotta hold on, keep your keeps up. That's why they call them keeps. You gotta keep them. And we'll see if we can engage here while they're on the same talent tier. There's a stun out onto two members. Durance of Hate goes out onto Muradin, followed up by Wailing Arrow. Michaelon's getting about half health. Light Bomb goes out onto him as well, hits two members. Nor does teleport into the backline, killing Tychus, but now he's going to be screwed as Tylodron is able to get him with the puppy trait, and there goes the Lightning Breath as well as Bunker for the tank members of Biafra Catbois. Now we do see Charlemagne being jumped on. He's going to spin it to win it. I mean, he might not be able to get out of there with his life here as there he is. Anduin able to keep him healed up. Meanwhile, this siege camp pushing in the bottom lane continues to cause issues for the Undead. Overall, pretty good fight on the same talent tier for Undead, but now they're going to run into an issue where they're going to be down our marsupials mammals. Chat, we'll go ahead and start a poll. Let us know what you think. Are marsupials mammals? Based on my collegiate education, I do believe that all marsupials are invertebrate. All right, Nora gets jumped on by Sir Noble. We'll see if she's able to escape out of there. Light Bomb does go out, followed by Durance of Hate, and Nor getting super, super low. Anduin goes down. Nor goes down as well. Wailing Arrow not able to save him. And now we're going to get this Bruiser Camp invade by for Catbois, level 16. Talent tier advantage. Exactly what that looks like. If you're just a newbie, male duckbill platypi have venomous barbs in their hind legs. That is true. I thought that was a really weird thing. Oh, duckbill platypus. I don't know what was going on when they dreamed that thing up. That's like a Google project. They're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and scrap that. Let that one-off model live in the wild. You know, kind of like Google Stadia. Oh, too soon. Too soon. All right, here we go. Level 16s now for TRSG Undead. They are engaging onto Sir Noble. There goes Durance of Hate, followed by Lightning Breath and Ancestral saves Diablo. All that damage for naught, and now Charlemagne is in trouble. Gets pulled out of there, but finished off by Mephisto. And that's kind of what you face when you go all in on a tank like that. You just have a lot of time to save him, bunker, ancestral, and then all your damage is kind of just wasted. And third Punisher goes over to Bye for Catbois. This could be dangerous here. We do have Hogger down for 20 more seconds. If they're able to defend this keep, they've got a chance, but this thing could definitely snowball with a couple kills here, so they do have to be careful. We do see Blaze off into the mid lane / camp area, split pushing. There goes the root out on to Chair Glue. Punisher down to half health. And right now, the story is that Mephisto damage is just starting to take its toll onto the front line of TRSG Undead. All right, Keep is still up. Punisher almost down, and there you have it. They are able to defend that Keep, and now it's a race to 20, which is most assuredly going to be won by for Catbois. Michaela is going to have to watch out here. He gets destroyed by the follow-up from Nor. There goes a Lightning Breath with a Light Bomb out onto Chair Glue. We do get another member down, Rhaegar, for Catbois, but Nor gets a little bit greedy. Gets taken out by the Blaze, but now we get the Maw that kind of zones out. Sir Noble is not able to get out of there, and 2 more kills for TRSG Undead. Excellent engage before level 20. And now Sailor Twift is going to go down as well. Yes, sir. And now Sir Noble, the only person still alive for another minute. At least 20 seconds for Tychus. And they won't be a full squad for another 50 seconds. So Undead is going to have to see if they can get some advantage here. We are getting a little bit of pressure here in top and bottom lanes. But they are going to have to catch up with some structural damage. And this is exactly what they needed to come back in this game. Yep. Happy birthday, Crizzo, if that's true. What are you going to do for your birthday? Watch Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, I definitely want Game 3, so... Uh-oh, Michaelon's got to be very careful. Okay, Light Bomb's a little bit too late. Oh, they're just not quite on the right page there, or it was on cooldown. He definitely would have been killed with that follow-up stun. And now, bottom siege camp being picked up by TRSG Undead. Ektar says, I spent most of my life thinking that platypi were the size of small to medium dogs. Imagine my surprise when I saw one for the first time and they're shorter than my forearm. Yeah, they're not very big. Uh-oh. Anduin in trouble there with the Diablo chain stun, and now all of that advantage is going to be for naught. We'll see if Catbois get aggressive here. Chair Glue's going to zone out with a stun. And they're smartly going to back off from this Bruiser camp. We do have this Siege camp pushing in the bottom lane. 40 more seconds for their healer to be back up. And this is very, very dangerous for Nor, as he doesn't have a healer and he's got a long way to run to safety. We'll see what he elects to do. He's going to go and try to take out some of these towers. Danger, Will Robinson. Time to go. Oh, we'll see if this gets sniffed out. Anduin up in 12 seconds. The middle objective is active, already being pursued by Catbois. Luckily for the Undead, they still have their fort up in this middle lane, but everyone's got to be very, very careful not to get picked as they get set up for this team fight here at the objective. 20 Skeletal Warriors. Halfway. We're going to have to get an aggressive engage. Odin gets popped. Chair Glue jumps onto the back lane. There goes the Lightning Breath. Light Bomb is too late to do anything, and now the back line of Undead just gets torn apart by the front line of Catbois. Anduin down, Sylvanas down. Multiple members low in the back line for Catbois, but Charlemagne probably not going to be able to escape with his life as he's being triple teamed. And he goes down as well. Third Punisher, fourth Punisher over to the side of Catbois. Chriso says, I'm watching your stream, drinking some decaf, just as an old man should. Hey, 40's the new 20. That's what I say. All right, top keep is down. 3 members of Undead also down. They are immediately going for core. Screw John Cena. We're going to end it now and move on to the semifinals. Cernoble's getting very low, but he escapes with a little bit of health. And this core is 75% down. Uh-oh, we do lose the Mephisto from that core damage as his tanks abandon him. And now Tychus goes down as well. Sylvanas continuing to force the issue against the other members of Catbois. And now you see the power of the core when all, or with a couple keeps up. And now that advantage kind of dwindles as this kind of leaves a window for the Undead to come back if they can snowball something. We have 40 seconds, and looks like they may be heading to the bot lane to force the issue while they have the advantage. This is probably their chance to win with an aggressive engage here. Sylvanas trait coming out, silencing this bottom keep. We'll see if they decide to continue to force the issue onto the core or not. Smartly, for Catbois backs off. We are 12 kills to 9 in favor of Catbois, and right now, this is anyone's game. Hector says, 40 is the new 20. Tell that to my joints and my back and my knees. Trust me, I know. My 5-year-old is playing hockey, and I've never ice skated in my life regularly, and so I'm trying to learn how to ice skate. So today I was there for the first time being legitimately taught. Uh-oh. Invade coming here. And Colonel Bass is going to miss that stun out on the Murden, and now they're going to be able to pick up that siege camp. And just a bunch of camps pushing for the Undead. Next fight is going to determine the victor. Pickle Matt in the chat. What's up? Welcome to this game number 2 on Infernal Shrines, NGS Season 14. This is Division B East. Quarterfinal match. TRSG Undead versus Buy for Catbois. And you're watching a doozy. 1 keep down for each team. Catbois have won every objective, I believe. But that don't matter. All you need to do in this video game is kill the core. Now we're just kind of waiting. We're playing a little cat and mouse. Let's see if Nor can kind of bait some action over here into the bottom lane. They don't have a whole lot of ideas as to where the members of Catbois are. And here it is. The final bout. So far, it hasn't looked like Catbois have any hint of losing an objective fight. So we'll see if TRSG Undead can flip that script and bring it to game number 3. Yeah, ice skating is it activates some muscles that I didn't even know I had. So I'm just gonna Endurance of Hate goes out, does miss, and now Hogger is just going to sit there and collect this objective. Chernobyl taking a lot of damage from the Sylvanas. There goes the Ancestral. Not super aggressive this time from Undead, but Nami Noms is getting blown up by that lightning breath. He's able to escape out of there with a little bit of health. All right, Charlemagne has to end his spin to win activities as he gets blown up. Silence goes out onto 3 members, but Ma follows it up and saves him. Murden does jump into 3 of the members, stuns 2 of them. Nami Noms is being picked on by Odin in the back, and his tanks have forgotten him. Pterodon also getting very, very low. Chernobyl low. Chairglue low. Nor low. And there we go. Murden tank gone. Nor gets blown up by that Tychus. And now the fight is slowly, slowly dwindling towards the beefy front line of Catbois. They needed 3 warriors for the objective, but all for naught. 44 seconds until all members of blue team are back, and I can't imagine it's going to last that long. We shall see. Camp being picked up by Catbois. Catbois. I need to spend some more time playing Hogger, because sometimes I just watch him when I'm casting, and I'm like, yep, Hogger, doing Hogger things. I don't have a whole lot of time on the newest, quote-unquote, newest hero. All right, 8 seconds for a full team. This Immortal, or this Punisher, is full health. Core is down to half, and no way they're stopping this push this time. Sorry, TRSG Undead. There you have it. Bye for Catbois, picking up the victory and moving on into the semifinals. NGS Season 14 Division B East. 15 kills to 9 in favor of Catbois, and they won every objective. A lot of split focus going on in those team fights for the Undead, and unfortunately, their season comes to an end. Stand by in the chat. I'm going to be working to see if I can get a post-game interview from somebody. Not going to be Nor. Sorry. It ain't going to be Nor. Not that one, not that one, not that one, but that one. All right. Let's see here if we can get someone in from those Catbois. Or a post-game interview. Overall, excellent match to watch. Exciting, strategic, slow at times, and then bloodbath at times. The Catbois pick up the victory. They move on to face... Oh, let's see who they might face. All right, let me see if I can get someone in here from these guys. They may be just so hype that they forgot. They've forgotten. Stroke has the perfect everything. No, you have the perfect everything. You're perfect. You're all perfect. Was that Keanu Reeves? Did he? No, you're amazing. You're all amazing. I can't remember what he said, but he was cool.
I was told I was actually forced against my will here. Hello.
Oh, you're forced against your will. All right, do me a favor. Tell me how to pronounce your tag.
Tyladron.
Tyladron, welcome to our post-game interview. How are you guys feeling after that crazy match?
Bit sweaty.
A bit sweaty.
It was tense there for a little bit.
Very nice, very nice. You guys are moving on. Semifinals. How many seasons have you been doing NGS?
2. This is my second.
Very nice, very nice. And you are the big-time healer.
I was playing Anduin and Rhaegar.
Very nice.
Yes.
Some very, very clutch ancestrals there at the end. really cool to see.
I
Let's
mean,
talk.
they're kind of clutch, but it's also feels like almost nothing on Diablo, but it was enough for him to survive.
Very nice. Yeah, sometimes all you need is just a sliver of health, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about game number one. They
Okay.
they elected to go with their map pick on Battlefield of Eternity, and that Sergeant Hammer pick kind of caught everyone by surprise. Is that something that you guys have worked on, or?
Sorta. Like, not like crazy heavy worked on. But we needed to find something that we could do for BOE, and because we're traditionally not the greatest at that, which I mean, they took map pick and put us there, so uh, ended up working out in our favor though.
Yeah, it was cool to see, and they definitely did not have an answer for it. I'm not even sure that Sergeant Hammer died. She might have died once or twice, but yeah, they had an issue with it. You guys really didn't lose an objective, if I can think about it, all night.
I don't think we lost an immortal. Oh, we didn't lose an immortal or a Punisher
No,
actually.
you did not. So
No.
very nice team play overall.
It's also something that we're traditionally bad at, so we're getting better.
So I noticed in the season when you guys played them, you lost the first game and then won the second two games. Is there anything that you guys learned from that match that you kind of brought here, or you just kind of play it by ear and play your best comps that you could figure out?
I think the first game we learned to fear the fall stat and then pay more attention to it. But and we still, I think they either picked up the fall stat in 2 or 3 and we adapted a little bit better. I can't remember specifics, it's been a while. Um but I don't know specifically. I'm not the one who does the scouting on the team. My team put a lot of effort into making sure we know what we're doing going in, which is great. I'm probably like the laziest player on my team, which is probably why it's good that I'm here doing something useful.
Very nice. Yeah, you got to fill a role, right? You're a role
Exactly.
player. You're a healer. I'm doing some research here, real quick research, and it looks like you might have the least amount of deaths in Division B East all season. Is that surprising to you?
No.
Yeah, you're a, you're a,
Uh,
you're a safe player.
I'm a very safe player, which is kind of important because I need to be able, because like Rhaegar, Anduin, Brightwing, I need to be able to save whichever squishy is basically going to be the one taking us through the team fights. So if I die, then I can't save anyone. I mean, and when you kill a healer in a fight, it's like, okay, we can keep going because they don't have the ability to sustain themselves now. So if I play safe, they can't ever make that call.
Right, makes perfect sense to me. Did not make sense to them. Some of those Ando and ults were just heartbreaking for them because they would focus Diablo or focus one player down, and then you're like, oh, by the way, everyone's full health.
Yeah, I was trying my best to keep Diablo like on the very bleeding edge of the circle.
Well, if you're in the chat, you were watching tonight, go ahead and go back and watch the VOD of Tildron and just watch how he maneuvers. It was kind of fun to watch you maneuvering Anduin and Rhaegar to stay safe, keep yourself in a good position to keep your players healed up. So very nice work. And now it looks like, let me see who you might be facing here in the next round. Let's see if you have any thoughts on either of these two teams. So Pepe Gas on ice and Heavy Slaps. Who do you want to play out of those teams?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person. I like I said, I'm the lazy player on the team and I'm really tired. It's I work pretty early, so this is like getting actually relatively close to my bedtime. Like I probably go to bed in like 45 minutes from now.
No.
Um so let's just go based on the names. I'm gonna
Okay,
go with
I like it.
heavy slaps because
Okay. Well, there
it's
you
a good
have it.
name. I like the slaps.
Well, there you have it, folks, from the sleepy but never to be killed Tildron. Congratulations tonight.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
the win and good luck prepping for the future. I look forward to hopefully casting you guys here
Yeah, thank you for
moving
casting. I
on.
appreciate it.
Of course. And I'll give you the next few minutes. You got the floor, whatever you want to say or do, or any tricks you got. It's all you.
No tricks or anything. Just much love to the rest of my team that is not as lazy as I am. That's
Nice.
Appreciate all of you. Corinne, fucking amazing. Sorry, I don't know.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
We're all adults here.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Great job in the last game. We almost lost that, and you saved us. So thank you.
Very nice. All right. Good luck and have fun. We'll see you later.
All right. Have a good night.
See ya. Well, there you have it, folks. The best of 3 series going over to Bye for Catbois, picking up the 2-0 against TRSG Undead. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for being in the chat. You guys were going off, and if it's the first time in the chat and you like what you saw, just leave me a little follow, because I'm retired and you can help a brother out. But no, but seriously, you guys make it way more fun when you're going crazy in the chat. So I had a great time tonight. Glad you could join us. If you're looking for more gaming content from myself, I have just released my stream schedule. That doesn't include my Nexus Gaming Series casting, but just my daily stream schedule. So come check me out. Hit that follow button, and I'll let you know when I go live. Play Heroes of the Storm, Destiny. I've also been streaming some of my game dev learning adventures, so come check those out. And if you need more gaming content, you can follow and watch live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time our podcast. Myself, I'm Pickle Matt, and Swiftmedia, we talk video games every Wednesday night. One More Game Podcast is what we're called, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you find podcasts. And you can see us streaming every Wednesday night, twitch.tv/OMG Podcast. Tomorrow night, I'll be coming to you live from Viral Compound, a local gaming streaming tournament center that we're teaming up with, and it'll be real cool to show you what they got going on over there. And you can check that out. And they also build custom PCs, so a lot going on for One More Game Podcast. Come check us out. We'd love to have you guys. And as always, had a great time. Nexus Gaming Series is just killing it. This community is the best. And Heroes of the Storm, best game that will never be more than what it is. So thanks for making this game awesome. Had a great time, and we will see you next time. I'll leave you with one final thought before we go. Just because you have to grow up doesn't mean you have to stop gaming. Game on, gamers, and we'll see you next time in the Nexus. See ya!